Yes guys, it's your boy Cam, CTB, Cam Talks Boxing, back with another video. Chris Eubank Jr. against Liam Smith. Things are getting personal, things are getting heated. Let's talk about it. Yes guys, let's go straight into it. Chris Eubank Jr. will be fighting Liam Smith in Manchester. Look, I've already spoken about the fight, I've given my prediction, but I just want to talk about the press conference yesterday. And are things getting too personal? Did things get too personal? For me, I'm torn between the fact that I always think, is it just to promote the fight? Or do they need to sell more tickets? But then at the same time, because if you think about it, it has actually done that, hasn't it? Like, everyone's talking about it, everyone's sharing, everyone's asking each other whether they've seen the press conference. You know, getting more engagement, getting more hype behind the fight, and it just makes you think, all right, who's going to get on top of this now? It's getting personal now. You know, it just spices things up. From that perspective, they have probably succeeded, yes. But then on the other side of things, if from the other perspective, you've got to think some of the things they said were very personal, and that's where I think there's a line between, you know, promoting the fight and getting it hyped up a bit, you know, doing a little shove and push and pull, you know, in the face off. But then there's just certain things, like, I'm not sure if you guys heard what was said, I'm sure you all have, but obviously Liam Smith, I thought he's a bit silly. It might have been misleading, because obviously there's talks that they're saying that what he really meant was that Chris Eubank Jr. is a fraud. He's basically saying that, look, he hangs around with a lot of women, or claims to, you know, be this pimp, but he's never seen with a lot of women. That's what I meant. And I think that's what Liam Smith meant. He basically tried to call him a fraud, you know, call his character a fraud, look, they don't like each other. But then Liam Smith basically ruined that by steering away from the main point of Chris Eubank Jr. being a fraud, and he started calling him, kind of insinuating and beating around the bush that he's possibly gay. So number one, he looks homophobic. Number two, he looks like an idiot because he's not just asking him straight. And Chris Eubank Jr. asked him straight, do you have something to ask me? You can slide in my DMs and message him, or you can ask right now. So because all he had to say is, are you gay? And even if he was gay, it doesn't matter. So it's just Liam Smith who played himself there a bit. And then obviously, I guess what I do like about Liam Smith, and he's talking about Chris Eubank Jr.'s hairline and his beard, which obviously he's done it, hasn't he? He's done his beard and he's fixed his hairline a bit. And he's just poking Chris Eubank Jr. He just keeps poking him, and then finally Eubank Jr. just absolute nailed him with a knockout, counter punch. Out, he was backed in the corner. Eubank Jr. just come out of nowhere and just said, look, if you want to get personal and dark with it, I heard you cheat on your wife. So what do I think about that? I think it's over the line from both sides of things, but at the end of the day, look, they've hyped the fight up. It's a bit, that is pretty brutal, isn't it, from Chris Eubank Jr., because Liam Smith literally tried to laugh it off. He looked down and he just probably knew, oh, I've got done here. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the trash talk. Do you think it's it's got too personal? And more importantly, do you think it will have an impact on the fight? Do you think a question I should ask is Chris Eubank Jr. in Liam Smith's head? Or I'm seeing some people say Liam Smith could be in Chris Eubank Jr.'s head. Not for me. I think Chris Eubank Jr. gets into a lot of fighters' heads rent free, especially Liam Smith. It seems to me Liam Smith, he's playing himself at the moment. He's saying he's not getting heated. He's saying he doesn't care about what Chris Eubank Jr. says, but his actions and, you know, his kind of tone of voice, etc. is telling another story. So guys, for me, Liam Smith's, he needs to compose himself. But Chris Eubank Jr. is in Liam Smith's head. Chris Eubank Jr. won that 10-8 yesterday in a press conference. And I think, like I said to you, watch my last video about 5-6 days ago, I gave my prediction. watch that to see my prediction. But I'm Team Chris Eubank Jr. I think he's going to be a great win, his best ever win potentially. And I do think, yeah, Roy Jones has quite possibly made him into a complete fighter. But yeah, let's see what happens, guys. I'm excited for the fight tomorrow, and I'll be back with another video. Talking numbers on the phone.